Hello, everyone. Welcome back to another installment of the State of FEH Podcast. We're on our 42nd installment now, the answer to life, the universe, and everything. I'm your host, DTM, and I'm joined by Oblivion and Joel from Pheology, as always. How are you two doing this fine evening?
Doing okay. You caught me off guard a little bit, but yeah.
So the moral of the story here is if I go on vacation, then my unit gets an alt. Like that's what I'm hearing. That's what has to happen, right?
I mean,
so I guess I'm going on more vacations.
That sounds like the strat. Yeah,
double tip. You spend money on vacation and a new unit.
Mm-hmm. So how's your wallet feeling, Joel, after spending all that on the vacation and now this?
Well, it's still hurting from the vacation, but I haven't even done my summons yet. Those are on Saturday, so we'll see.
So it'll be the day after this podcast installment gets released then. So I guess all of y'all can be excited for that.
Well, I mean, I'll be dressed up as Sami, so if nothing else, I'll finally be fulfilling that. It took forever, but not as long as it's taking Satachi to become Edelgard, so I'm still beating him.
The call out, jeez.
Catching strays once again on this podcast, SMH. So sad. But yeah, I guess we can talk about Sharena first, since, you know, she is the star of the hour for Joel here. I guess, yeah, what were your reactions? Because I don't know exactly where you were when the banner dropped, so I don't know exactly, like, did you just hear it from Twitter, or like, did you watch the trailer, or like, what were you thinking?
Well, I watched the trailer, but I mean, it helped that we already had a whole bunch of stuff on her. Like, I wasn't completely surprised. And then I was even less surprised that she was just Sharena redone. Mm-hmm. So the art is incredible. Like, they did a fantastic job on the art. The unit herself, I'm kind of torn. And this is something we talk about a lot. Like, we don't want banners that always absolutely push the envelope. And I do believe that this, unlike Soren, who just straight up power crept himself, I do think there is a place for this Sharena versus the other one. But definitely, this isn't something that is going to rock the meta. I will get to use this unit. I'll have a lot of fun with her. I do wish she was something other than a Lance Cav, because we already have a Lance Cav version of her, but she's a good unit. Like, I can't complain. I just also can't jump up and down and scream to the heavens.
I completely agree. Like, this new, it's not really new, I guess. They've been doing it for a while, but this whole idea of like just replacing the same unit but better, like every couple months, I'm not a big fan of it. Especially when it's like the Brave Sharena, and then you get like Brave Sharena like 1.5 or like, I don't know, like side grade, right? Mm-hmm. And then it's even like, you know, even like Brow Sharena is very similar, right? So like, I wish they would have done something more unique or something different completely. Give us another Mage Sharena even. I would have taken that. I don't know. And and Sharena is not the only unit on this banner alone that's did that, right? Soren did it too, like you mentioned, which is rough, especially because we just got a Soren refined, not even like a month ago, or like a little bit more than a month ago. And I don't know, that's crazy to me.
And you guys said it when you were doing your reaction to this, but I have to really pound that thing home. The fact that Soren's refine wasn't great, and then we got this, is really what sticks the knife in and twists it a little bit for him. I don't understand why they did that, and that doesn't feel good.
No, especially as a person who has a very highly merged Brave Sword and invested. Like, I feel like they could have easily gave all these effects that this Soren has to his refine, and then released a different character in that slot, right? Like, we didn't need another Arcane Blue Tome. We just had an Arcane Blue Tome like earlier this year. So it's the choice of characters is not my favorite, as much as I'm going to gush on Alencia later. I will definitely say I do wish they had more new heroes on the new heroes banner.
The choice of characters, the gimmick, and the fodder, like all three of those are. Yep. It's
true.
For Soren,
I was more mad for Soren fans. I think this Sharena is fine, and I think there's a place for her. So I'm not too upset. I just exactly what you said. I wish it was something different.
Right.
Yeah. I think for me, the difference between like Soren and Sharena, I find Sharena a lot more passable than Soren being like literally a copy of Brave Soren, but better. Because like Soren shares the same like weapon type, the same movement type, the same, basically all the effects are the same, basically. Whereas at least with Entwined Sharena, like Brave Sharena was obviously a mage and this one's a lance, even though we did have the lance Sharena already. But also this Sharena has a very cool condition in the Gale Force effect that she has, in which it applies to support partners globally instead of within like a certain amount of range where you can get it. So I think that adds like a layer of uniqueness to Entwined Sharena compared to Brave Sharena that I particularly like. I don't know how much of an effect it will be in an Aether Gale Force clear, because obviously in that your units that you're using to initiate are generally close together, but it is interesting. So I do like that portion of Entwined Sharena's design.
Well, I think you were at least the first one in this community that I heard coin this, but it is, in terms of Aether offense clears, it is definitely a win more condition. So most of the time you have that covered, and there are so many ways to get actions. But yes, I agree with all that.
Yeah. I think I'm in the same boat. Like I wish they could have been unique. Like I am fond of like units, or not units, characters having like certain characteristics of them in gameplay, like Lucina with Future Vision and Chrom to Change Fate. But I feel like recently IS has like taken that to a whole new level where it's not just one characteristic, but an entire archetype, sort of, which I do think is causing this like feeling of sameness between the alts of these different characters.
I kind of feel like they like copy paste the kit from one unit to another, and they just add something. They're like, okay, this is Edelgard's kit, copy. Okay, put it over here. This time she could turn off specials. Cool, we're done. Next, like, you know, it's like, okay, like, yeah, jeez. It wasn't always like that. I felt like Micaiah was like the only unit back in the day that always had like the same like armor cab effectiveness thing. And like usually more like unique. Like you'd have you have Camilla with an axe, Camilla with the every single tome in the thing. Now she's a healer. So I don't know why that's changed so much recently, in particular. I mean, it's been a couple years probably since they started changing that.
I mean, again, I do like it when characters have like a characteristic in gameplay, like Micaiah's double effectiveness and such. It's just that it shouldn't be all encompassing. Like with Micaiah, you can have like so many different archetypes and playstyles with double effectiveness that you can potentially do. Same thing with like Future Vision or to Change Fate. I would argue like even Edelgard with Gale Force, there are ways to make it so that it can be unique and interesting. I'm not sure what Dimitri's characteristic was, just getting mad, I guess. But yeah.
Smoke. It's smoke. He does like the...
Right.
Yeah, it's not a great one.
No.
It's fine. He's fine.
Stop. You're outnumbered this time.
Dang it.
But yeah, I think that's definitely... I mean, like, on some good things, I guess we'll say about Soren, because I don't want to, like, say only bad things. Like, as much as I don't like that we got another Arcane Blue Tome, they have just, like, kind of power corrupted. Like, this is, like, the new, I guess, standard for arcane weapons. Like, we have no conditions on it. It's just $15 stats and just, like, 25 true damage, no condition at all. I think same with the flat DR, I believe, as well. So, like, is that our next, like, step in arcane evolution? Like, I don't know. But, it is interesting, at least, right? It's a pretty powerful effect.
I just wish it was more suited for speed users, because I think it's only like... It doesn't really grant a lot of speed, if I remember correctly.
It's the same. It's 15 speed. The visible bonus is only attack and res, but everything else is the same.
Yeah.
The thing I'm worried about is we're about to get 7 copy-paste arcane weapons that are exactly this. And again, it leads to more of that sameness that we were talking about.
And somehow none of them will be a beast infantry or a beast flyer.
Okay.
Just saying, IS. We could have put a beast right here on this banner.
We could. But instead, we did get a unit that I believe you were greatly waiting for, Oblivion.
I was.
A friend to all beasts, that is Stefan.
It's been a long time waiting. I'm glad that he actually got it and got a preference weapon. Like he himself as a unit though, I don't think is like super interesting, which I'm a bit disappointed with. I was really hoping he'd have some like kind of unique beast synergy or something like that, right? Like some kind of callback. Like maybe he could have like beast effects as a sword unit. I don't know, something. Instead, we kind of like honestly got like base Felix 2.0. Like he's almost exactly base Felix, but just better, which is kind of weird. Like he has the exact same effect and everything. Overall, I've been playing with him. He is like a good unit, like definitely, but he's not like anything like insane, right? Like he's not like a brave Byleth or anything like that. You know what I mean? He's just like strong god sword unit. Here you go. You know what I mean?
What like play style do you generally use him for? Is it like tanking or is it like player face nuking?
I've been just omni taking with him.
Just omni taking
because like I don't really have any. I'm gonna try to do something different in Summer Duels, but like the Summer Duels season just started like literally today, so I haven't really had a chance yet. But in Ether Raids, I was just like, I don't know what else to do with this guy, so might as well let's just have him tank everything.
The standard default for sword infantries continues to this day.
I am glad he got put 100% in his weapon. It makes him a lot more flexible with his builds, which is nice.
Yeah. Stefan being here is really cool. I'm a bit surprised he wasn't like a dagger unit though, because I thought he was like a thief, if I remember correctly. It's been a while since I played Tellius.
No, he's a sword master. He's like 100% a sword master. Yeah, he kind of teaches Ike Ether, not exactly, but kind of. He gives him the occult scroll.
I see. Yeah, it shows you how much I used Stefan in my playthrough. I think I benched him.
He's not the easiest character to get, to be fair.
Yeah. But yeah, Stefan, I think I'll agree. Like, from what I've seen so far, and I think this is a general trend with the units on this banner, they are good, but they're not like pushing the meta or stand out in any particular way, which we have been sort of wanting with, wanting IS to like not be too accelerant when having power creep or things like that. So it is nice. It just sort of like feels bad when it's like a unit you've been waiting for so long and it's just there, I guess.
Exactly. Couldn't say
How do you find him comparing to Ryoma? Because that's the big comparison I would like to hear.
A problem. Okay, so the thing is with Ryoma, like he's a reflex merchant, but he has reflex, right? So like that's what makes it work. Like he's not reliant. The thing with Stefan is like it's kind of like he traded. Like you get potent on him instead of reflex. Reflex tends to be better, especially if you're tanking hits. So like he's pretty similar, I would say. I think like he has like a higher ceiling, but you have to have the team built around him. With Ryoma, it's just slap in and he works. You know what I mean? And a lot of times, slap in units just work better because they just fit in a lot more different teams. So that's kind of where I'm at right now. But I'm also not the biggest Ryoma fan, so he doesn't have fodder like Stefan has. Stefan has everything. He's a very spoiled kid right now. Like he's got everything. Ryoma just has like the base build essentially.
I see. Yeah. I mean, I'll be the first to say I think Ryoma clears no matter what. Like 2 style, and we'll talk about 2 style later, but him innately having 2 style and reflex just like makes him go like above and beyond to being like a very competent nuke. So compared to like Stefan, who basically just has to omni tank from what I've seen. So yeah.
The 2 style is a lot more powerful than I thought it was ever going to be. Like, it really expands the use case of a unit.
It makes it a lot easier to nuke for melee units because it helps assuage one of their weaknesses, which is like limited range and only being able to attack like the front unit. And if the front unit can tank Emblem Sigurd, which they always will, then the nuke is dead basically. So yeah.
Also, we just have like a way more terrain, which we'll be talking about later. But there's just terrain everywhere now. So being able to attack around the terrain is really nice.
Yeah. There's one more unit. Well, I guess I should say 2 more units on this banner. In the 3rd ever non-special duo, that being Dual Alencia, which I will be real, I was not expecting a dual unit on this banner, like at all. So it's interesting to see Alencia and Lucia join us as a dual unit. I know Satoshi was really, really hyped about it. What were your thoughts on it, Oblivion, as a Tellius fan here?
Oh, I mean, I was ecstatic. Like, I mean, I was ecstatic because it's Alencia and Lucia, and it's drawn by Suzuki Rika, who's like one of my favorite artists. And it's also like, I guess they're doing this for anniversaries because it's celebrating Path of Radiant's 20th anniversary, which is
really
making me feel really old. Yeah, it's the 20th anniversary for NA. Not for Japan, but for NA for some reason. But yeah, so I don't know if they're gonna do this for the future for like every anniversary. They're gonna try like do like a some kind of duo representing the game. I'm not sure, but yeah, that's what I figured out afterwards. As a unit, I think she's better than I originally thought. I think the problem is that she is very expensive. She is definitely a princess. Like, she requires the full budget. Like, you need to give her lots of stuff to make her like really at full power. And her and Stefan do not come with great skills. Like, it's really not awesome. I'm not happy about it at all. But like, they gave her Null Sea Avoid, which is like, okay, NCD's cool, but like, she turns off specials. She doesn't really need AoE damage reduction, right? Like, it's very obvious after looking at it for like 10 seconds that pair up is her best skill. And it just happens that Corrin's banner's ending the same day her banner's going up. It's like, okay, really, IS? Okay, sure. Here's 500 orbs to get one copy of Corrin again. But yeah, so I think there's that. But I do think, considering the stuff that we're going to talk about a bit later, I think being able to turn off specials is really nice right now. I've been using her in Asher season, and she's done really, really well there. She doesn't really die to anything. Just eats Camilla. Like, it's pretty good so far. So I don't know about SD. I'll have to go try that out. I haven't tried that at all. But in Aetherhead, she's been doing great. So I do think she is a powerful unit and has amazing art. And it's one of my favorite characters as a duo. So I can't really complain about that.
I love that there was a comment that someone put out about how they've been burned by Lucia before, so they were gonna wait and see how this unit came out. I do worry. Lucia, she had a lot of trouble once her speed got crept, and so I would imagine we're gonna see the same thing with this unit. But I mean, I think you said it. I think this is a really solid unit, and she's really fun.
Yep.
Yeah, she has the omni warping that all the Alencias have. So that obviously offers like a lot of flexibility. And I personally find that sort of warping really, really fun. It appears that she does have some traction in the JP community, at least when it comes to Summoner's duels. They particularly like using her, and no other region. So I guess the Japanese community is based for that.
Yup.
Well, they really love Alencia. That's also
taste.
a part of that.
They have good taste. I think using her as like a near save is probably what I'm gonna do, either with Soren or with Eignithir. We'll see, but yeah, probably that, or not Eignithir, Black Knight.
Right.
But we'll see. But like I was saying, like, as much as I am happy about Alencia being here and having amazing art, I really do wish it was another character. Like, as we have a lot of Alencias, I love Alencia, but like, man, I would have loved to see, I don't know, like even a Titania ult or a Mist ult or like the other 50 characters not in the game yet. Like, that would have been nice. But at least if they're gonna put her in, she has like stunning art. Like, I absolutely love this art. Like, it's so good.
So the one other thing that we haven't mentioned is that this whole rise of AoEs that we've started seeing, and
that's exactly what we're about to talk about.
I don't know if that's peaked out. Like, I don't like, are they going to stop here, or they're going to give us more stuff? And if they do continue to give us more stuff, her value goes up.
Yes. Exactly what I was going to bring up with our secret 5th unit on the banner, the new meta god. AoEs are very, very good with him. And so having a unit who can just not have to worry about AoEs at all is really nice. It's really, really nice. But yeah, I guess we should like talk about the elephant in the room, right?
Yep. The actual star of this banner, Rock Man himself, Gromell, is actually kind of cracked. I did not know he was like a huge meme in the JP community, but apparently he is. And that is why he has, honestly, for a GHB, not even for a GHB, he has an insane cracked out kick. Like, the ability to have true damage based on the difference between maximum health versus current health at the start of combat, whether that's from you or the foe, that counts in AoE damage. Like, I've seen the clips with Arden at 1 HP doing 98 plus his normal attack damage.
And it stacks.
And it stacks.
And it
exactly.
stacks. If you immerse your Gromell, you're going to feel really bad. I'll just say that. You'll be waiting a few months. Like, I think this unit's kit's like honestly good enough to just be a star of a banner. Like, it's kind of crazy how good it is. And it's bugged, so it's even better than it actually says, which is insane. It has a whole nother 3 effects on it for no reason. And they're good effects, right? Like, it's like anti-guard, special acceleration, and something else. Like, okay. Oh my gosh. And he has a style. I forgot. And he has a style.
Yep.
Yeah.
How does a random Tellius boss get all this, but Stefan can't get, like, they could have given Stefan the style.
That's actually true. That's interesting why they didn't give
It's
him
nuts.
that.
Well, we can't figure out who they're going to give styles to because the winners of CYL don't get them. But that's, yeah, I don't know. It is bizarre. But this unit, when I first saw this unit, I was so worried that this was going to be the new Scam Showcase King. And he is. Like, he absolutely is. But also, he is phenomenal. I cannot believe the amount of true damage you can get with this unit.
Oh, yeah. CJ linked me a video, and it's like Alphonse and 3 Gromells. And Alphonse has like attack plus 3 and vantage 3. And he takes on like an entire Ignithir ball with like every meta unit in the game. And I'm like, yep, that's what happens when you get like plus 100 true damage. Like,
yep.
Everything explodes. Yeah, he's really, really, really good. And I'm going to definitely build him. He's probably going into my SD brigade, like, figure out something.
Yeah, I assume... Oh, go ahead.
CJ sent that to me as well. Only with mine, there was a snarky comment about how I mentioned that you'd only be able to use Vantage with the top tier Vantage units, and he's like, "But look at this Alphonse."
Alphonse is top tier confirmed.
Yeah, there you go.
Yep. I wonder if this will make Arden, like Vantage Arden, with just like plus HP seals or whatever, like actually meta or something in Ether rates. Like, I want to see.
I don't think you even need Arden. I think you could literally use anyone and like it works.
Yeah,
probably.
But it's funnier with Arden.
Yeah, exactly. That needs to be a content video. Like, I did a season of AR with just Vantage Arden or something. But yeah, I would assume you go like air superiority on the B, and then I don't know for the A. I guess. Oh, you go blue skies probably, right?
Yeah. You either go damage or you go like full support, right? Like those are your 2 options. Because a lot of times you just want him to stay right in the back and just be in that 3x3 and give you support. But you can make him into a nuke. You can make him into like an AoE nuke and he'll do fine. You know what I mean?
Well, you have to.
You gotta make sure he gets out.
He has the 2-range style. You have to make him into a nuke, right? Otherwise,
you definitely don't. Because if you give him favor, I mean, he really loves favor. Like he's like, hey, you got true damage, but how about more? So
everybody loves favor, man. I need more copies of it, but that banner ain't so.
I was about to say put Emblem Micaiah with the favor, like Micaiah ring, but then I realized, oh wait, no, she heals. Dang it.
Right. Oh my gosh. But yeah, he's somehow like, it's kind of crazy that we got a GHB this cracked again. Like, obviously Marnie was really good, but Marnie was also like she wasn't like the best save ever, right? She was just like the best free-to-play save, which was really good. Like, this dude's like,
she was one of the best saves in Arena. Like, if you put that asterisk on it, she was absolutely dominant there.
I mean, but you had better options, right? Like, you could get a save. You just had to spend a lot of money, right? Like, if you spend enough money, you could plus 10 in armor and maybe better than Marnie. But like, most people didn't want to do that, understandably. With this guy, he's like easily one of, if not the best damage support in the entire game, right? He takes setup. Like, he's not just like an instant, plus 10 true damage. Well, he's kind of almost. Because he has rocks. But like, this dude's insane. And the fact that it stacks, that's the craziest thing to me. It just stacks. Like, you can just have, a team of Gromells, and like, what do you do against that?
You eat rock, basically. You just
You
eat
do.
rock.
You eat rock. You eat rock for sure. That's crazy.
So the only thing that they didn't do that they should have, and that his parasitic damage doesn't affect him, right? I'm remembering that correctly, aren't I? And you know the meme is that he would jump down in front of the boulders that were being rolled over. And so they needed to have the damage done to him as well to really lean into that. But that's
right.
That's just to make it even more of a meme.
I wanted a boulder animation. That's what I wanted. Like when they
yeah.
take that damage. I wanted 3 boulders going down the screen. That would have been great.
Oh, they should have done that. Oh, that's such a missed
Yeah.
opportunity.
That would have been amazing. They would have made him like the star of the banner then. That's too much money.
Yeah,
too much money
for a GHP. I wonder if like we can have like 2 Gromells in Aether8's offense and just wait until turn 3 with the Bolt Tower and then just like get a free plus 50 true damage thanks to the Bolt Tower. Oh my gosh.
Oh yeah, definitely. I need to try it with. I haven't done it with Lyn yet. I'm gonna try that with. See if it just brings Lyn back. You know what I mean? Like
right.
You wait till
turn
3, Bolt Tower, Grommel goes off, and you have like Lyn and one other sniper just taking turns, right? Maybe Camilla's your reinforcement unit. She goes in.
Right.
Like it sounds easy. I don't know.
This is a level of creativity that we did not see in the Path of Radiance banner.
Dev 2 came out and he said, I'll make 1 unit for you. And I said, okay, you want to make a Linson? And he goes, no, I'm making Grommel, baby. And he just dips.
It's like they used up all of their creativity on this one.
Right.
They were like, I'm out. I'm done. I guess we just copy and paste after this.
Yeah, it's interesting they
gosh.
chose the GHB to be creative with, because normally it's the actual, banner units, the ones that, you have to spend money or orbs to get, but it's interesting. I don't know what to take of that, but it is interesting to observe.
They love the memes. We'll get Fallen Risk next year for sure. 100%.
Oh yeah.
So
totally.
once a year is when they do this with the GHB, because that's Marnie came out about a year ago, so back in September of 24, and that's once a year they usually give us some GHB that is just bonkers, and it's Grommel this year.
I guess so. Yeah.
Oh my god.
So yeah, proud to have Grommel as our new Path of Radiance rep. Like, who cares about Alencia or Ike or any of those? Like,
stop.
I mean, this is the character that Path of Radiance fans have been dying to have in the game. So I think this is good for the year now.
We're going to get some
Telia's
random
banners.
Awakening character, and it's going to be on the same banner. It's going to overshadow Lucina. It's going to be like Gilliam. Or not Gilliam. What's his name? Kellum. Or whatever. It's going to be Kellum. It's going to be the most broken save ever.
I mean, that would be
feel
funny.
free to just unleash in the comments on DTM here for just the absolute hate.
Hey, I've been battle hardened after the Judge Roll fans came after me. Like I can take it now.
Oh man.
Yeah. Speaking of Telias, man, Telias has gotten a lot this month. We also have the Halloween banner with Telias fan favorites Grimmer and Ranulf. Oh, and also, of course, we have the fairies as well with Freya, Peony, and Nerthuz. Honestly, watching your reaction on the Halloween banner Oblivion was so funny.
I think everybody knew how I was going to respond. So.
Yeah. Especially contrasting that with a Sprinkles reaction.
Oh my gosh, I watched that. I was like, wow, it's like literally the polar opposite.
Yeah. But yeah. I was originally not that high on Freya, but it's turning out to be she's actually like insanely cracked with the stat swings that she can give, right? Because like the binding necklace effect is a drive. It's not just for herself. And with the bonus meta we're in right now, especially with like Icthanir, Marth, etc., those are some like crazy stat swings you can get on against teams.
Yeah, absolutely. And she is the best definition of stats mattering unit, like literally, right? Like Athos, I think, was before her, where like Athos had a lot of stats, but he still kind of used specials. She's just like, no, we're doing all stats, or she said true damage. She's like, I don't care about true damage. We're doing all stats, and we have a 300% multiplier on our special. It's like, okay.
Yep, comments.
Okay,
yep.
Freya, sure. It's kind of crazy. But yeah, she's deceptively tanky. Like she's way tankier than her stats would tell you.
Mm-hmm.
And she's got Comet, which is Power Crypt Astra. Like she's really good. On the stats though, and because I've been thinking about this, I almost made a whole video on this, and it's just not worth the whole video. So I think when we say stats don't matter, like the line in the sand really should be how many stats you get from your weapon. So we've just bumped up to 15. Like that's so what is that? That's 60 extra stats, and that is okay. If you get 60 extra stats, then it's okay. Anything past that is good, and then of course you have the fantastic range out of that. But obviously this unit is getting more than 60 out of this thing, so we're definitely in the good range. And I've seen some craziness that puts her even higher. So when we say stats don't matter, it's the onesie twosie things like the stuff you get from Entwined that just. That's 4. That's 4.
Right.
A weapon gives you 60, and an Entwined thing gives you 4 stats. Like
Isn't that crazy?
I'm sorry, 2 HP, so 6 stats.
Oh man. Yep. But yeah, she's an insane unit. I will stand on what I said during my reaction though, and I will continue to stand on it until it's fixed. Why does IS hate Duo Beast? We have no Duo Beast. We have several Duo Beast who are all colorless tomes. Why, IS? Why? Aster, Hathrin, now Freya. I mean, Ymir's a dragon, but close enough. Like, what's going on?
But the
What's
black
really
dress
happening is
with Freya, it looks so
She could have worn
good.
a black dress. She could have turned into a goat wearing a black dress. It would have been fine.
I don't know. All I'll say is I didn't know I need Freya in a black dress until that alt came out. That's all I'm going to say.
Oh my gosh.
It looks fantastic. It really does. The whole angel and devil gimmick there is they did it right on that one. But I see what you're not seeing there, Oblivion, is there's a Dev 3. And
oh my gosh.
he's the one in charge of beasts and has such executive dysfunction trying to figure out what to do with the arcanes that he has just done nothing for years.
See what I think? I think is that he's addicted to Uma Musume and he's just playing that instead. And he's like, oh crap. I think there's a good amount of evidence for that later on.
Suspicious. Suspicious indeed.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. On the point about stats not mattering, I think that saying, I think probably a more accurate saying would be like stats don't matter until it does. Like where you get to like such a level of additional stats that it just becomes overwhelming. And in that like past like the good range you were mentioning. So I think that should be like the new saying instead of like just saying stats don't matter. Because yeah.
Stat swings matter. There you go.
Stat swings matter, yes.
But yeah, I mean, Comet is crazy. We got 2 new spells. We have Arch Rival, which is already crazy. Now we have Comet as well. I'm trying to get Comet like on all my Kayas and Kroms because I feel like it would be crazy. But yeah, I think this is. I'm hoping this becomes more available with time, and typically it will be, but we'll have to wait.
Typically, we're still waiting on Momentum 4 on someone else other than Emblem Sigurd.
I mean, we got better momentum from
That
Sharena,
is true.
so.
Yeah.
I mean, kind of better. Like it's I don't know.
Mostly better. I mean, like the only difference is like you're not getting the minus attack, right? You're getting minus speed defense. I think everything else is better, pretty much.
Yeah. Yes. Of course, Freya is not the only person on this banner. We have, of course, another reflex support in the name of Peony, who's like super cute in the pumpkin outfit, I think it was.
Yeah.
But yeah, this is our third reflex support other than Ingrid and Black Knight. And she has it in the form of a dancer that can refresh Kanto, which I think is really, really cool and interesting. I don't think she's as powerful as the other reflex support that can more easily do it on demand. Like Black Knight is obviously just that start turn, and then Ingrid's whenever you like swap with her or something like that. Whereas with Peony, you have to wait until like turn 2, essentially. If we're thinking about Summer's duels, you have to wait. You have to end turn with a unit and then dance them, and then that will get the reflex support. So I do find it slower than the other 2. But I think having it on a dancer is really, really cool, though, still.
It definitely is, and I mean it's not just summoner duels though. If you're using Ingrid, it doesn't waste your action because you still have Ingrid available to do things. So even when you're using them in Aether raids, either offense or defense, I mean they're still available at that point where you've got to blow Peony's action to get that to work. So.
Right. And a lot of times you want reflex in your first combat too, right? Like that's like typically you're initiating on the near save or the far save, where you want the reflex at. So it's kind of rough.
But yeah. But other than that, like
I didn't even get her though. Did you guys? Did either of you?
you should know me. Oh,
today on a free summon.
Hey,
let's go.
I was like. I was actually thinking I might like go all the way and actually spark for Comet, but after the free summon, I was like, you know what, you got to take this. Like, this
is, take it and run.
Yeah, take it and run.
It's like Vegas. If you win the first roll, then you just leave because it's not going to get better than that.
Nope.
Smart man, very smart. Yeah. I wanted Shadow Shove, but I'm like, it's not worth it. I'll get it eventually. It's fun. So I was like, I'll pass one for now.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, she looks cool. Like. I think she's like her and Plumeria are probably the best dancer. Well, actually, there's another dancer we'll be talking about when we get to Refines. Who's also very, very good now. But she's definitely like top 3, top 4 dancers, right? So
yeah, dancers are like it was originally only Plumeria essentially, but now dancers are actually seeing some like competition in the dancer space, which I think is really, really cool. It brings more options and instead of just relying on Plumeria all the time, which is I think is pretty nice. Yeah. Other than that, though, like again, I don't think she moves like pushes the meta or anything like that. We already have reflex supports, and I do think the other reflex supports are faster. But it's just another nice option. It's not game breaking like Freya is at the current moment.
And I still get lots of folks who struggle with BK in Arena Assault. And this like for that, and I know that isn't the highest priority mode. But she's fantastic for that. That she's absolutely excellent for that.
I mean, AA is very annoying, so I will completely agree with that. Especially with the Corrin ring. Oh my gosh, AA has gotten more annoying. Oh, it's so annoying now.
Why? Dude, I don't understand. Like, they built up to Arena to where it was actually one of the most played modes because of the tickets you got.
Right.
And then after that, they just tried to make it more and more annoying. And I could go on for a while. I do not understand what they're doing.
I mean, that's my typical consistency with all their thinking, so I don't really know.
Yeah, Corrin has kind of like changed quite a bit despite her combat not actually being that good just due to the terrain effects.
True. Very true. Oh my gosh. I guess we should talk about the other 2 units on the Halloween banner before we swap over there real quick, I guess.
There are other 2 units? No, just kidding. Sorry.
I got baited by the silhouettes. I'm like, oh, this is a Tellius Halloween banner. Nope. Lies. All lies.
What? It's not
we
lies.
Get one Tellius unit and one Tellius unit as the free to play.
Yeah, that's what the Tellius fans deserve.
Oh my, stop. Okay, Mr. Marth. Anyway, I think Screamer is pretty decent. It's good that he as the beast, at least he gets a PRF weapon, which is nice. And like he does have like a decent amount of cool things going for him, like Imbue, like he has defensive special jump as an armor, and he doesn't have to use like counter fighter, right? So that's pretty cool. Lets you do like some different optional builds, or just to have your special even charged. So if you're going to use something like Armor Beacon or like Sturdy Beast, it's pretty good. But I will just say, like, you know, we have so many freaking armors right now. There's a new armor every single month, if not 2 a month. It's really hard to make a splash as an armor without just being like insane, like Ignite or like Black Knight, right? So
yeah.
I'm glad he's in, and I'm glad he's definitely usable, right? Like if you want to invest into him, he will work, but he's just not going to be like the meta forefront, right?
Even Corrin is insanely unique. Like that's you know that puts her in that conversation just because of that. This is not that, but I mean these are easier to merge. Like when they're the demotes, and if this is your favorite, I think you can absolutely use this unit.
Oh yeah, for sure, definitely. And then we got our Tempest Trial unit. We got Ranulf, and they gave me back Pirates, kinda. So I can't like be completely mad at it. Like it's a candy pirate, but you know it's something, right? I mean, I'll take what I can get, I guess.
I heard Ranulf was secretly good. Yeah.
I think he's actually really good. Like he's like a Seteth almost. You know what I mean? Like he's a more offensive Seteth. Seteth gives more stats out than he does, and he gives the dull effect. But with Randolph, you're getting true damage, flat DR, attack speed +5, and anti-guard, which is actually still a pretty unique support option. So that's pretty nice. He works really well with Valencia, which is also cool. Like, a little bit of immersion there. That's nice.
Love to see it.
But most importantly, as a nuke, he has all the tools he needs, even though they're not like at crazy high power levels. He has base true damage. He has potent follow-up in his B slot, or in his weapon, which means he doesn't have to have it in his B slot because you don't really have access to that. So it's very, very nice. Like I love that. And Kanto, like he's a very, very good GHB unit. I think he got kind of overshadowed by Gromell pretty quickly, but I'll be +10 again at least. So I'm happy with it, and hopefully next year we can get like Rayson or somebody like that. I'll be really happy. But
and we should have talked about this with Gromell, but they're actually giving us decent skills on these units. Gromell had Flow Assault, and this unit has Beast Agility 3. Like that's thank God, finally. I mean that's a good thing.
No, absolutely. It saved me a whole unit I had to use to build him, which was really, really nice. Not having to go get out of my way to get that skill. So thank you, IS, for being semi-generous. I'll take it.
Yeah.
But yeah.
And of course, there's one last beast unit, the best beast unit of the batch, I guess, is Nerthuz.
I actually forgot who you're talking about. Oh, man.
I mean, I think Nerthuz is pretty cool. I wouldn't say she's she's obviously not number 2 or number 1, but having reflex in her, I think she has reflex in her weapon or perf or one of those. And just potent innately just makes her into a really good nuke. Obviously, being a cav means that she will have range issues, especially against terrain like this current SD map. But with a certain other unit that we will eventually discuss, you can make it work. I really should have gone reverse order, actually, now that I think about it.
It's Nerthuz. She's another Nerthuz, but better. For some reason, we have 4 of her, and I'll never forgive them for that. I don't know why we have 4 Nerthuzes. She's like the most.
We know why.
Okay, we know. There's 2 reasons why. We all know. Okay, we know why. But she's just the non-important story characters. We have 4 of her, which is kind of nuts. She is getting so much love, and it's I'm just it could have been anyone else. I would have taken somebody. Please.
I do like her outfit though. It's really shiny with the stars and the bandages and stuff. I think that's cool.
In general, they've done pretty good with her outfits. I mean, they look pretty cool.
Yeah, I would agree. She always looks great. I just don't like her as a character.
I will say, I've always loved the Halloween banners because I feel like Halloween is one of those themes that they can get really creative with, as opposed to winter, where it's just Santa Claus outfits, which I find really boring.
It could be creative. They choose not to be.
Right. But I love all the art and designs, art-wise, of all these characters, like Peony and the Pumpkin, Freya with the Angel Devil black dress, Nerthuz with whatever this is. I actually don't know.
And it's Frankenstein's Bride, I think.
Frankenstein Bride, probably, yeah.
Oh.
Or Corpse Bride or something.
Something like that, yeah.
Yeah. And again, bringing back pirates. I forgot what Screamer is, actually. Is it also pirates, or?
No, he's I don't know what he is. Frankenstein, maybe? He has a
yeah,
I
kind
guess
of undead.
Kind of Frankenstein.
I don't know, honestly.
The guy holding the big slab
Or a
of
zombie.
meat. I mean, that's...
Yeah, I think it is Frankenstein because he has the metal plate on his face.
Frankenstein. It's stitched
and
together.
And the cuff that he's broken through on his foot. Yeah, I think you're right.
Okay.
Screamer from Nerthuz, that's crazy.
I guess, yeah. All right. Anyways, we've been dancing around these 2 units. I guess we should address them. We have Emblem Corrin and Mythic Lyn, aka Uma Lyn. The 2 units that kind of just dropped a nuke onto the meta, essentially. I don't think any of us were expecting a double this for that particular like legendary mythic emblem slot. And I know we were all thinking it was going to be Emblem Roy. Like I watched the previous State of FEH at the end, and yeah, we were all thinking Roy, but it is Corrin with a red sword. But it's not the Yado, unfortunately.
It's not the Yado. Like, yeah. Why do they hate the Yado? I don't get it.
I don't know, but Corrin is, I mean, we talked about it briefly, but Corrin is kind of a menace, and not in the combat way, but just in the everything in your face way, I guess.
I mean, it's kind of like I was making a joke about this, but I think like they were gonna do Roy, but they're like, this Camilla is so bad. We need to get some terrain out here. Let's get this Corrin out here. Come on, bring her out. Because like she's just like, oh my gosh, there's so much stuff on the map now. Like it gets like that sometimes, like when you get a meta unit who just puts out a ton of terrain. But now that we have Corrin and Corrin Ring, it's just like terrain battles. I have to figure out where the Corrin Ring is on the enemy team, so I can cancel out their terrain with my terrain. It's like, oh my god, it's like.
And I have to sit there and I'm like, wait, was that a mountain there? I think that was a mountain, maybe.
Exactly.
There's one time I didn't see the trap underneath the green vert. And I mean, we have so many actions now where I've recovered pretty easily, but it was really annoying that I had missed the trap because I couldn't see it. It's too much. I've said this a lot, but this game is a very, very pretty game. Like they put a lot of thought into that. I don't know what happened with terrain. It's the exception. I do not know what happened with terrain. I think this unit can tank. I think you have to really invest around her, but I think she is worth the investment because of what she brings. So it's weird, I'll admit, and you generally have to get rid of magic save because that's just a worthless skill right now. But I think she can do it.
She's okay. I've had her take magic things, but like physical things just murder her.
Yeah,
like, she just explodes.
I remember we were doing
sometimes
testing.
Sometimes it'll take 2 hits. Right. Yeah. But yeah, like at most you like get a brave attack and she just like melts on the spot. Like. Yeah, I don't know. And like you said, magic save. I got so much like people mad at me because they're like, "Why are you using physical units against her? She's a magic save." And I'm like, "Cause everybody in the meta is doing physical damage right now. You can't bring a magic save in and be like, well, she only is gonna fight Veronica, Sharena, and Freya. That's it, guys. You can't. No physical against her. That's not gonna work. You have to have like testing for that. Yeah, and she does not do great there. But obviously the terrain is really, really big, right? Like that's a massive effect on the meta. I haven't seen much in SD yet. I've seen a little bit of testing, and obviously detail we'll talk about the results we've had so far, which is only day 1. But being able to just put down terrain instantly on the beginning of the turn is crazy strong. Yep. Especially if you're against Camilla, right? Neutralizing her terrain. But also if they don't have that, oh, that's a massive advantage, right? Yeah. That's a massive advantage.
Like just having ice already was like really, really good in something like Summer's Duels and even like Ether Raids, just to like prevent the foe from progressing forward you. But now it just applies at the start of turn, and it's even a better version. It's like Icicle instead of ice, right? So yeah, like it's kind of crazy the amount of shelter you get thanks to Corrin. So much so that honestly, you don't really care that Corrin's not that great of a tank against physical save. Just having her in your team just provides you with a lot of space to maneuver around, especially in this era of 2-range styles and that sort of thing. Like having that space just be there is really, really good, and it's why Corrin is like showing up everywhere. And not just that, but you can also have her ring. So you have 2 teams in SDS at the very least with this terrain effect. And obviously the ring doesn't have as big of a terrain effect, but it has enough of the terrain effect to make it like more than well worth adding it. So yeah.
Okay, so we talked about this last time actually, and you guys are definitely more of the SD experts than I am. But one of the things you were mentioning is how fast the game was, and I found that in a lot of ways. And I feel like they were like, well, how can we slow the game down? And I'm just looking at this like, no, this ain't it. Like,
Yep, I agree.
Too much.
I agree.
I don't know.
This is my
I'm
play
not a
style,
fan
so
of
I actually
this.
really like it. So
I'm not surprised at all. Not at all surprised. But yeah, it drives me nuts. Like, just like every AR map now, I have to think about like, okay, there's about to be ice popping up in a second. Let me make sure I have a unit who can break the ice for me or put down terrain. And then that's not even the worst part though. The worst part is literally Arena Assault. Like, Arena is bad,
Yes.
but I have my own cornering, so I can at least like deal with it to an extent. In Arena Assault, I'm just like, oh my god, they have like Duo Lucina, Crom, and like some kind of warping nonsense, and then there's a cornering on top of it. So I'm like, okay, now I have to break the freaking ice to get to the warping unit to kill them before they warp on top of me, or like do a change fate or something. Like, it's it's so frustrating.
And you can't warp in unless you have pass because it's got
Right.
the green vert.
Exactly. They were finally getting to the point where like anti-warping was becoming less prevalent. And then they bring Active Theory and then this cornering. And I'm like, now it's back again. Thanks, IS. Like, jeez.
it's funny too,
gosh.
because like we were talking about it earlier, how like Corrin was kind of like the answer to young Camilla in that the terrains cancel out, so Camilla can't warp in. But it's also funny in a way that sort of makes Camilla like kind of good into Emblem Corrin and her ring, because it can clear out the terrain. And yeah, she can't warp, but at least she can like clear it out. So it's interesting
Camilla's
how
forever.
that, I guess, yeah. Yeah, it's interesting how that dynamic played out. That the thing that quote unquote nerf Camilla also sort of makes Camilla valuable against like the counter in his way. That's super interesting, honestly. I find that really interesting.
I just feel like it's the cure was worse than the disease meme. Like, I feel like that's where we're at.
I mean, not only that, the other unit on the banner makes Camilla better. So you're like, okay,
Yeah.
we kind of nerfed her, but then we gave her a style that can attack at 2 range. And I just ran into that for the first time on defense today. Not fun. Not fun at all.
It's evil. Absolutely evil.
I literally set it up so she could not warp to me. And then she just walked up and hit someone with 2 range. And I was like, oh yeah, I forgot about that. Like,
Yeah, Uma Lyn, our latest mythic. No one calls her Mythic Lyn. It's Uma Lyn. Go for every
Uma
Uma
Lyn.
Lyn. Yeah.
I think I get to gloat here. Maybe a little bit. I'm trying to remember. Last time, I think I was the one who said that we were going to have a Shadows character really quickly. Now, I thought it was going to be Kurt, to be fair, but yeah, I did not expect it to be Lyn and to be mythic and to give everyone a style. Like that's pretty insane.
They were like, okay, we gotta make this whole new game just to get another reason to have another Lyn in Fire Emblem. I'm like, okay, sure, deal.
and we're gonna save money because the voice actress only has to come in once for 2 different games.
That's the new strat. Oh my gosh, that's crazy.
And I guess that means we'll expect a Mythic Dimitri soon.
Absolutely.
And he'll be a defense mythic, and he'll be terrible. You already know. Let's be real.
He'll be Leaf. You remember Leaf when he came out? That's exactly what he'll be.
Oh gosh, he'll be Sothis too.
So this 2.0.
I would not even be surprised. Like, but yeah, this unit's crazy. I think like this, I don't know, like when it becomes between her and Corrin, obviously Corrin does a lot with the terrain and stuff, but giving everyone a style, like not everyone, but all the melee units a style, oh my god, that's so much more powerful than I think anyone, like it's so hard to put it in words how flexible your entire team becomes. And like the fact there's no cooldown on it, you can do it every single turn. She herself is a pretty solid unit as well. I never have to use Rune ever again. Thank God. Goodbye, Rune. You're in the trash. She is just so... I love this unit. Other than her art, I love her. Her art is cursed. Like, oh my God, is it cursed? But as a unit, she is so much fun. And she's a beast unit who uses a bow. It gets very confusing because every single time I go for a green bow, it's never, ever a green bow. But she's a very, very, very good unit. And I love it. Like, it's awesome.
Yeah. I think one of the concerns I had was like, how well does she actually fit on teams? Because there weren't a lot of melee nukes that didn't already have a style that would appreciate this in the meta, outside of Camilla, obviously, but like Camilla kind of doesn't need it. And I think in Summer's duels, that is true to the case. But in something like Aetheryte's defense or offense, I do think that there are a lot of opportunities to include like very fun units that you can with the 2-style support.
I will say it's pretty fun just to have Brave Icon there, just have 2 range. It's like, hey, he can hit people now.
Well, you guys are missing the most influential thing that she gives, and that's she has created, for me, the ultimate auto battle team.
Oh my gosh.
And as soon as I get Sharena, then I'll have them all paired up with Camilla, and Camilla will have tons of actions along with Gale Force and 1 extra range, and I'll just clear maps in 2 seconds flat.
That's the meta, I guess.
That's definitely true.
The meta, in very careful quotes. The auto battle.
The auto battle meta. Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Honestly, though, like I mean, compare and contrast this with Corrin. I think this unit's really fun. I kind of enjoy what she's brought, and I know it makes things a little more complex, but I love the support that she gives out, and I think that changes the way a lot of units play, and it makes me think more creatively. And so, again, other than the horse art, I really appreciate this unit. I think they did a good job.
Yeah, I agree. I think she also like bridges the gap a bit, which is nice, because like we were starting to get to the point where we had units like Byleth, like Ryoma, where like you could be like, oh, that's a very big difference, right? Being able to attack from 3 spaces, from 2 spaces, that's massive. And so having a support unit who can give that to other units is a game changer in my opinion, just because like it makes it so that yes, you can have that option. Like I think Stefan's a great option, right? Like Stefan and Ryoma, right? They're looking at them just objectively against each other. You're like, oh man, Ryoma gets a style, that's big. But now you can at least there's an option where you could bring in Lyn, and now Stefan's it's not as big as of a gap, right?
Right.
I think that's always a good thing. I think historically in Fire Emblem they usually did it through skills, but if they're gonna do it through supports, at least there's an option now. You know what I mean? Like at least there's a way for me to actually have that kind of gameplay and still be able to use some of my favorites. And then it makes even meta units even more powerful. So like I mean, there's nothing really to complain about other than the art. make sure I add that to every sentence.
Yeah. You have to make it crystal clear.
I didn't see the original post, but Cyano posted like some guy who did horse Lyn, like Centaur Lyn 2 days before the Shadows thing dropped or something like that. I laughed so hard.
I saw that post. Oh my gosh. Actually, visions from the future.
Just fantastic. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I guess this sets a precedent that we'll get like, I mean, Dimitri in, but potentially if Shadows ever gets other Fire Emblem characters, they can become mythics too. If there's one thing besides the art that I'm a bit iffy on, is the fact that this Lyn is a mythic instead of like new type of unit. Like this could have, we talked about this, Oblivion, but like this could have been the Entwined, like the new unit type, instead of Entwined.
Yeah.
Exactly, because Entwined is garbage. I'm sorry. I'm sure there's somebody who loves Entwined, but it's garbage. It's just like another Floret, another AIDS, but worse. Well, it's so uninspired.
That's not what it is, though. It's another PNG. Like you have a new background for your unit, and that's. But I'm not disagreeing with you. I'm not disagreeing with you at all. I'm just saying that's really what it is. It's just another slight upgrade, another PNG to have to your favorite.
No. The real value is the S+ animation you get when you S+ support. That's the true value of Entwined units.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, I think it would have been way more interesting to do this instead. Like Shadows aside, right? Like just having, if you're gonna bring out a new unit type, these are a new unit type essentially. I think they're very, very unique.
Yeah.
And speaking of which, Shadows just dropped a new banner literally right now.
Wait, really?
And the next furry is Corrin.
Wait, male Corrin or female Corrin? You have to specify.
Female Corrin. Female
Okay.
Corrin is the next furry.
I need to see this. What is this?
I know, I'm headed there right now.
It literally just dropped like 14 minutes ago. I thought about it. I was like, I wonder if the banner's dropping today. And then I just clicked it. I was like, yep. Well, I don't know how they're going to do this, though. That's kind of weird because like we just got Emblem Corrin. So like, are we going to get back-to-back Corrins?
Maybe. Like, we've been a long time without a Corrin, so maybe this is them just making it
1
up.
year is not a long time. Stop.
Well, we've seen they just don't care anymore. Like we've seen a lot of things about. Think about how many Ictoniers we got in a single year.
Yeah.
So
Wait, this
the
Corrin
metagame is
artist looks good though. I like this Corrin.
It really
actually.
does, doesn't
Yeah.
it?
Yeah.
It fits.
I mean,
with
she's
her
a dragon.
I mean, she is a dragon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's. Yeah.
Wait.
Oh, she's an armor. She's a blue dragon armor.
Ooh, interesting.
Okay. Oh, her special ability is poison? No, lightning. Okay.
Okay, yeah.
I see.
This has become a Shadows podcast now.
React skill.
Yeah.
Oh wait, what the heck is their little Fae character? Oh my gosh.
Oh, you haven't seen that before? Yeah, that's their mascot.
Yeah. It's a
It's
little
scary.
goat.
Somehow I missed that.
Ah.
And I play every night because the small human loves this game. Thinks it's just the best thing ever.
It's a bathroom game for me, but yeah, it's pretty.
Okay, I
Oh,
might need
wow,
to
you
log.
did?
I might need to log back in for this Corrin. This is actually so sick. This
She looks
Corrin.
broken. Oh my god, all of her new skills are broken. They're so good. What the heck?
And you know what? The world needs bathroom games. I mean, it really does.
It added AoE poison, an offensive swap, and then an offensive damage that reduces damage foes do. That's crazy. Okay, wow. Okay.
All right.
Uh-huh.
Yep. Corrin's in Shadows. Everyone rejoice. Yeah.
December banner right there. There you go.
Yeah.
Your December.
We're going to
Well,
get
I mean,
Mythic
you're-
Corrin along with Emblem
Yeah.
Lucina. Let's go, baby.
I wouldn't even be surprised. I would not.
Yeah. The only thing we have to talk about else is the refines because I believe we have at least a couple good refines. I mean, I know refines have been pretty disappointing this year.
Yeah.
But Ninian is pretty good with the remix and refine that she got, right?
Oh yeah. I mean, you must be happy, Joel, because you actually have her at +10. For some reason, she hates me, won't come home, so she's like +1 for me.
This,
But
I mean, if we're talking about arena, this is the best dancer in that mode. Probably, arguably, you might even call this the best unit in arena if you're talking about score bots. Like, she's very, very good, and I'm just ecstatic about this. This is a fantastic refine for her. The other units were there as well, and Ninian was amazing. So
No. You have to understand, Yenfei is now a Camilla counter now because he
Oh
applies the fire around him.
oh my gosh.
Our F2P Emblem Corrin right here.
Oh. Ultra cope. I mean, Ninian giving potent follow-up and treachery on like one buff is kind of nuts. I really just wish they took the isolation off her. That's the only thing I have to complain about. Because I hate isolation, especially on units that don't feel like it. They don't need it. You know what I mean? Like it's fine for them to not have that. But other than that, like Yuri was fine. Oh, the other one was Duolith. I think Duolith is pretty interesting because we finally got a renewable frozen, right? We got like a mid-turn frozen. And it's at start of turn also. So I think that's actually really good. I haven't got a chance to really use it, but I do think he could have a place in SD. I think I saw one person hit rank with him so far. There might be more now.
Let me check. I don't think I've seen a dual leaf in the data yet. So if you actually see that, please send that into the submissions.
Okay, I'll submit it.
I see that, but are they getting rank 1 because of Leaf or in spite of him? Because those are two very different things.
I think with Gromell, Lif and Gromell have some nice synergy with each other. So I think it
about
works.
that.
Parasitic damage is finally useful.
Yeah.
Finally, after all these years.
Yep.
I literally didn't think about that. That's so funny. I mean, I think Frozen is like super underrated, to be honest.
It
Like
is.
Frozen can
It is.
completely shut down offensive units really, really hard. And while it's not very popular at the moment, units like Corrin with Pair Up and Diamant, and now Frozen, stacking those effects makes it very, very hard to
Yep.
kill units. Like it becomes ridiculously hard. You essentially have to have a cleanser, right?
Yeah.
I think that's one thing we didn't talk about was Pair Up. Pair Up as a skill is very good. I think.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yes.
My members chat would literally hang me if I didn't talk about it. Only talk about it for like 2 weeks straight. But yeah, it's a very, very good skill. Very unique, right? Getting speed difference to get doubles.
Mm-hmm.
You know, flat 15 true damage, flat DR. And then getting DR based off distance is also interesting because it's going to really scale well if we are moving into like a range style meta, right? So that's pretty cool. Pretty cool skill overall. And I think Frozen could play into that.
Yeah. I mean, Frozen has always been under the radar, which I find pretty bizarre. But I guess it's just because speedy tanks sort of like aren't like as valued compared to like the glory days of speedy Omni tanks. And so, and Frozen really only is most effective with speedy tanks. And also the previous Frozen bots weren't really that good, like with Hrid or something.
Wow.
I don't
Wow.
I don't know that it's underrated. I think there are just so many things that you need on speedy type tanks that it just gets lost in the noise. There are so many things that you have to be giving them that you'd like Frozen on there, but there isn't really a good dealer of it. And I guess maybe Dual Leaf can be that, but there's still it's just hard to get on other folks.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think like, we talked about, okay.
I was just going to say,
Pair Up,
yeah, Pair Up's probably the go-to skill for any speedy unit, like, especially if there's a nuke, but like, even if they're a tank, like, it's just way too good of a skill.
Oh, it's so good. It's so good. I hope it's not only on Corrin, but we'll see.
Yep.
We'll get
other
Pair Up
Refine-
5, and
Pair
it
Up
won't be.
4.
It'll be a different unit, much like Momentum.
It will be on Shadows Corrin. It's fine. We'll
There
totally
you
get
go.
it.
Yeah,
There you
totally,
go.
totally.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. The other refines were not that great. Like Yuri's is fine. Tatiana's is terrible.
Absolutely
It's
terrible.
So bad.
Yeah,
Charlotte's
it's
is
real bad.
pretty terrible. Not
Yep.
great. And then we have Arvel. And oh man, they do not like Arvel, do they? They really
Nope.
hate Arvel. Holy crap. They didn't give them anything. Like their remix is terrible. Their weapon is terrible.
Their everything
And
is
the
terrible.
They got their
thing is-
pronouns wrong.
Yeah.
The thing is, like, it was prime time for Arvel to use Arch Rival, right? Arch Rival
Yeah.
Arvel was there. It was so close, and they just flopped it. It's so disappointing.
Yeah. I mean, there's nothing else to say. It was really disappointing. The Arch Rival
Yeah.
thing didn't happen.
I guess like future predictions for Refines. I guess that's like something we should talk about for a second. Is that we do have Medius's remix that hasn't come out yet, even though he got skipped like 12 times for some reason. And I'm thinking like,
I keep
what
forgetting
if they
that.
use Medius as the bandage for Gromell? They're like, whoa, this Gromell guy. Let's get Medius out here again.
I mean,
So they,
doesn't
they
Medius
made the
already
bolt tower.
like
Wait,
doesn't
what?
On
Go ahead,
Guard
go ahead.
already prevent Gromel's thing? I believe, right?
Right. But now you gotta make him
does.
broken, right? You gotta have him like,
see.
you gotta make Medius good, so people are like, well, I can't use Gromell. Medius is everywhere.
I see.
You know what I mean?
Right.
They're
That way
gonna
they don't have to
counter
feel
him
bad.
that quickly. It'll be a good month.
I mean, maybe. I mean, if I was them, I'd do that. But you know, we'll see how long they want to keep the meme going.
We've also we've got Niffle and the annoying one.
Moosebell?
Moosebell. They're either this round or next round, so they're coming up.
Yeah. I don't know who our other remix is.
Shez is likely.
Already?
Female
Wow, I feel
Shez?
really wow.
Yeah.
That's
Wow.
And she could actually be really good. Like she has a lot of
Yes.
potential.
That is true. Like, she already has the effective damage against everyone. She just needs a crazy high speed and, like, true damage, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah, high speed and true damage because... Actually, no, true damage doesn't get doubled on... with effective damage, does it? Never mind. But I mean, it'll still be good to have more true damage.
Yeah, man, it's still good. Yeah, just stacking.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, it should be, yeah.
I mean, that's the thing, though, is you really want true damage plus boosted damage, and that's the magic formula right now.
Yep.
Right. Yeah.
It's okay, we'll just give her a comment. That's fine.
Comment instead of lethality. That's interesting.
I mean, possibly. I don't know. But yeah, so yeah, it is female shows. Female shows in Medius. That's crazy. That seems so early. Wow.
Yeah,
and
time
January's
flies.
Femortis. Oh my god.
Yep.
Don't get hyped, Oblivion. It's gonna be bad. Just don't. It's just fun.
They already got you. You're now already super hyped. It's over.
Nope. Okay. Control hype. You gotta control it.
But yeah.
I don't. Is there any other refines? I think it's all the refines to talk about. I don't know if there's anything else worth mentioning.
Yuri was kind of interesting. That's all I got though. He's kind of interesting.
They didn't give him anti-stall.
Nope.
I'm like, really? Like,
he's an interesting support unit though. I mean, at range, scowl and preempt pulse is
it's interesting,
it's not
but
terrible.
it's not like what Yuri's known for, really, right? Like he was known for the range nuke menace that he
Mobility
was.
god.
Yep, mobility god. If anything, I sort of wish that support was tied into like foul play or something like that. I think that would have been
or
cool.
if they would have given him midterm debuffs because of foul play, like I think that would have really played into what he did.
Yeah. They're just saving Gout for Tibarn. It's fine. Legendary Tibarn. It's good. It'll be good.
Are we expecting a legendary next? I guess so, because the previous one was Mythic and...
It's what's her name? Like,
oh yeah, it's going to be Valley and Heimdallr, I think, right?
Valley and Forehead. Yeah.
We've got
that will be on
possibilities.
November,
because you've also got Alphador as well.
Yeah. Well, it should be those three, just split between 2 months, right?
Yeah.
All right, well, I guess I was going to just end it off with a speculation, but I guess that's speculation. I guess that's it. Yeah.
That was too easy.
I mean, I'm personally praying and hoping that Alphador and Heimdallr never see release, kind of like Njordr and the other character I can't think of right now. But that's what I'm hoping, because, like, yes. Because, like, her weapon is so annoying. Like, I don't want to play against that. Like, that combined with ice, no thank you. I'm good. So hopefully she just never sees the light of day. But knowing them, they'll probably release her next month. So we'll see.
Yeah. Obviously, we'll have to wait for them to get into the game. But I think it's going to be interesting, to say the least, if Heimdallr and Valley... Well, maybe not Valley nowadays, but yeah.
Yeah.
If Heimdallr, like, gets in with the weapon that she has.
Well, Valley's super miracle is kind of cool. Like,
it's
it might be
cool.
really annoying though. It might be really annoying as well. But it depends on if they make her, if they give her that kind of survivability and she's a defense mythic. We'll see.
Yep. Imagine they're both defense mythics, and then you go to attack her, and then you get your action ended, and then you go attack her again, and then she procs miracle.
just get double teamed and like just lose. That'd be interesting. But yeah, is there anything else we need to talk about before we end it off? Pretty sleeper month, but go ahead.
New book aesthetic.
Hmm.
What do you think? Or do you want to save that till next month? We can save that till next month.
Okay.
Yeah, we probably save it till next month.
Yeah, because it'll be like right at the end.
It'll be like right
book,
before, yeah. But yeah, I guess that's everything. Then yeah, pretty short month, but just because it's short doesn't mean that there was a lot of additions that shakes things up, as we've discussed. But yeah, thank you to, as always, for joining. Always super fun to talk about Fae, even if we have some terrain things that we have to deal with now. It's okay though. It's okay. It's my playstyle, so I'm totally fine. But yeah, thank you everyone. Let us know down in the comments what your favorite new addition this past month are. And yeah, hope you all have an amazing rest of the day. Hope you all see the next one. And yeah, be sure to like, subscribe, hit the bell, all that jazz. Not only to me, but to Joel and Oblivion. As always, links will be in the description down below. And yeah, have a good night, everyone. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.